Chairman, and thank each of you for your testimony. Ms. Barici, let me come to you and follow up where Mr. Jordan left off on visa overstays. In part of your testimony here today, you said you're making progress, that the quality of the data with regards to visa overstays is improving, I think. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if the quality of the data is improving, and yet, so you're able to testify to that, but you have no idea how many people overstay their visas. Do you have any idea, a ballpark?
Sir, we have preliminary numbers
And what would those be?
The department has compiled, and we are doing a thorough review of those numbers because we know how important they are. The Secretary has,
well, the Secretary, let's get to that. The Secretary in testimony.
We do our due diligence on these numbers.
No, but the Secretary in sworn testimony before Congress in 2013 said that she would get them to Congress by December of 2013, and here we are almost 2 years later. So how long does it take to verify the numbers?
Sir, we know how important these numbers are.
That's not what I asked. I said, how long does it take to verify the numbers?
Well, we were, at that time, we were still looking back at data that was from where the systems were not working well together, and now they are
okay. Is it true?
Giving us additional.
All right. Is it true that you have an internal memo that goes through your agency, or at least to some in your agency, that would indicate the number of visa overstays?
Yes, sir, it is.
I thought it was.
Yes.
I have information that would indicate that it is. So what number is on that internal memo?
It is a draft interim entry exit.
That's not what I asked. A great answer to a question I didn't ask.
I'm sorry.
What number is on that internal memo?
I can
Ballpark.
back to the department.
I'll give you plus or minus 10,000. What ballpark?
I'll take that back to the department, sir.
Is it less than $1 million?
Sir, I will.
Have you seen the memo? Have you seen the memo?
I have, but it has been a little while since I have seen it.
All right. So you have seen it. You looked at a number. Was the number greater than $500,000?
Sir, I don't have a number to provide.
So you're refusing to answer the question. It's not that you don't know. Is that correct?
Because the numbers are still going through finalization, I'm not authorized to provide a draft number.
Okay, but federal law requires that you report that to Congress, does it not?
Yes, sir, the department is
So
responsible to do that.
at what point are you going to comply with federal law? Because in 2011, the number was 1.6 potential visa overstays, 1.6 million. In 2013, according to GAO, it was potentially 1 million visa overstays. How many visa overstays does it take to take down the Twin Towers?
Sir, I can't answer.
So when is this committee going to get the information on visa overstays?
I understand the urgency that you're asking that question, and I will make sure that that gets back to my front office.
I listen. They already have the request. At what point are you going to comply with federal law and give it to this committee? At what point? I mean, or maybe I ask it a different way. What justification do you have to violate federal law?
Sir, I will take back exactly what you are asking and make sure that my front office is aware.
Do we have to subpoena the numbers?
I don't have a better answer for you today. I'm sorry, sir.
All right. So if we're looking at visa overstays and we're sitting here debating about a visa waiver program, and yet the very instance of visa overstays and the potential terrorist threat that accompanies that, you're tracking that, and yet the last information that Congress got that was reliable was 1994. Do you not see a problem with that?
I think you should receive the data as soon as it is available, and I will take that back to and provide it to my department's front office and make sure
So would you?
understand
All right, so
exactly
let me
what you're
finish by asking, would you think 30 days would be reasonable enough to vet the numbers?
I'm not sure. I don't have a time frame, but
All
I
right,
will
so,
make sure that
so let me make sure I understand this correctly. You can sit here and give a sworn testimony that you're vetting with unbelievable assurity from a national security risk all the potential people coming from abroad here, and that you can vet those as it relates to national security risk, but you can't vet the number of visa overstays with any degree of certainty in a 2-year period?
So we
Is that your testimony?
No, sir. We are vetting against law enforcement and counterterrorism and international databases. That is the
So how hard is it to
aspect.
figure out how many visa overstays we have? That should be easy. You
Yes,
got
sir.
one document, you got one that doesn't match up. What's the difference? It's simple mathematics. I'll yield back.